Yo, what's going on YouTube? So when most people are about to record a YouTube video, the main thing that they're always worried about is the image quality. How does the video going to look? Are they using the right camera? Are they using the right camera settings, et cetera, et cetera? I, however, would say that the main most important thing when recording any type of video is actually the audio. And I say that because as long as your image quality isn't just straight up terrible and unwatchable, if you're providing the type of value that the viewer has come to expect and you have good quality audio while doing so, the viewer will be more likely to forgive bad image quality if they can hear clearly what it is they came to your video to either learn or be entertained with. So that's why in this video, I'm going to go over the best type of microphones to use when recording YouTube videos. Let's go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the list. And mind you, this isn't in any particular order because the microphones that I'm going to break down, at least the types of microphones, don't focus on the brand, focus on the types of microphones that I'm gonna be speaking about. You're not going to be able to use every microphone in each situation, starting with this one. Now, if you're doing talking head videos, I have come to love these type of podcast dynamic microphones for that job. This is because I feel as though they produce the best image quality. I mean, listen to the sound. Now you'll hear the other microphones, the way they sound later on in the video, and just compare them to this. You know, it looks good. It looks professional. Some people aren't a fan of the arm coming down into the shot. A lot of people like it. I tend to like it. And like I said, these type of microphones, they cost a little bit more. They cost more than the other two options on this list, but these podcast microphones, you know, most of them are XLR, hook up to cameras or audio interfaces, so they're going to provide more quality sound. I feel like if you're doing any type of talking head video on YouTube, I would invest in a good podcast microphone. Now, notice I said talking head video. If you plan on vlogging, if you have a vlogging channel, or you're going to want, to do content like outdoors or on the go, obviously, like I stated in the intro to this video, you're not going to be able to use this microphone solely. Maybe if you're indoors, this can be your main indoor source of audio. But if you know that you're going to be vlogging, or if you have mainly a vlogging channel, I wouldn't buy this first. This wouldn't be ideal for you. Or if you don't have a vlogging channel and you're doing some type of content where you need to be like away from the camera, you need some type of range with your audio, definitely this would not be a good audio solution for you. But if you're doing especially faceless channels where you're mainly speaking to the camera like this, talking head videos, tutorials, reviews, things of that nature, where it's just you sitting in front of the camera, the number one microphone that, at least in my opinion, I would say that is the best for those type of videos would be a dynamic microphone like this one. Now, this right here is the Shure MV7. I believe it's about $250. It's a pretty good microphone. I'll link the video up in the card that I did on this microphone. You can check it out further. If you don't get this one, the only other one that I have experience with using would be the Rode Pod mic. I believe that goes for like $100. Don't quote me on that. All the links to everything I'm speaking on will be down in the description below. But like I said, talking head videos get you a dynamic podcast microphone. Now, the second type of microphone that I'm going to speak about in this list is probably the most practical, especially if you're getting started, and that is going to be a shotgun microphone. Now, this is my very first shotgun microphone. It's like one of the shotgun microphones that a lot of people start out with. It is the Takstar, the SGC 598. It's pretty much a $26 shotgun microphone, and these are the microphones that go on top of the camera. Now, these work best for vlogging. Let me show you. All right, so I switched to another camera, and I'm currently using on this camera the Rode video mic. Now, I believe that microphone was about $100. This is the audio coming out of that camera. And like I said, shotgun microphones are going to be the best for vlogging because, you can walk and talk as long as you have the microphone pointed in your direction. Now, one thing about these microphones, that's very key. This is my Takstar right here. Like I said, you want to make sure you have the microphone pointed at you. Because if you point at something else, like if you point the camera away from you, the sound is, it's not gonna be that good. So if you're just showing something off and you're doing it real quick, that's fine. But let me show you. So this is me talking right here. And if I switch the camera around, as you can see, it's facing the other way. You can still hear me, obviously, but the sound is, it's picking me up from behind the camera. So you wanna make sure that you at least, point the camera in your direction, because this is a directional microphone, kind of similar to this one right here, the podcast microphone, but obviously that has better sound. And even these two, if I was to take this off at the top of the camera, give me a second. So by taking this off the top of the camera, it's almost similar to a podcast microphone. Now, if you was to actually get a long enough 3.5 millimeter jack and you didn't want to spend like $100 or $250, you can actually just, get you one of these microphones and kind of use it as a podcast microphone. It won't be the same exact quality. However, with any microphone, the closer you have it to your mouth, the better it's going to sound. So again, if you want to use a shotgun microphone like this Rode, by the way, here it is. If you want to use a shotgun microphone like this Rode for, vlogging situations, you can do that as well. And if you buy a long enough 3.5 millimeter jack cord, you can also, hold it like this and get this type of sound that you're hearing right now. How does that sound to you? All right, so before I get into my last type of microphone that I want to highlight, I want to bring up one type of microphone that I didn't include on this list, and that would be a boom type of microphone, an XLR microphone that you would kind of have like out of the shot. Now, the reason that I did not include that as like one of the best cameras to use on YouTube, number one, I've never used a boom microphone. However, another reason is, like I just stated, with the shotgun microphone, I like microphones that are closer to my mouth. I feel like, you get better image quality in doing that. And by me, like my space, you just saw kind of like my space, I don't have like any soundproof. This isn't like a treated area that's like optimized for superior sound. So I feel like the further a boom mic will be away from me, the more that, I would have to obviously edit that audio, and it just really wouldn't sound as crisp as something like this that is close to my mouth, or something like a shotgun microphone. And also too, it doesn't really have as much versatility. I know this doesn't really have much versatility either, but I feel like it's close to my mouth. With a boom microphone, those are more for like professional shoots, interview setups where people don't want to have the lavalier cord showing or any type of wireless microphones on them. I feel like those are geared more towards professional shoots, situations like that. So that's why, I included the podcast microphone, the shotgun microphone, and our third type of microphone that I'm about to speak on now. So if you haven't guessed it by now, the third type of microphone that I feel is the best for YouTube videos are going to be wireless microphones. Now, this isn't the new DJI mic 2s that everybody is promoting right now. These are actually the Rode wireless go-tos. All wireless microphones really work the same. Some are better than others. Now, one thing I see a lot of people doing on social media is kind of just plugging this right up here on their shirt like that, which, to each his own. I don't think it looks terrible. I'm not really too pressed for it. I'm really like a lav mic type of person. I'll show you the difference between the sound and both of these. One thing I want to say is that in using the wireless mic, whether it's with the lav or just the mic itself, you still have the ability to use it for vlogging purposes. So I would say this is actually better in a sense than using a shotgun microphone, because the microphones are obviously close to your mouth. So you'll get that nice, crisper sound than it being on the shotgun mic. And also too, you have the versatility of using it for vlogging, using it, with some range, a distance. If you want to run 60 yards away from the camera, you can still hear exactly what you're saying. So it has a little bit more, I would say, use case than the shotgun mic, because obviously if the shotgun mic is affixed to the top of the camera, if you run away from it, you're barely not going to hear yourself at all. So I would say that the wireless microphones are your best bet if you want to do a little bit of everything: talking head, vlogging, and some type of distance range recording. All right, so the sound you're hearing right now is my voice coming through just the receiver with no lavalier plugged up. How does it sound to you? Like I said, this is a vlogging situation right here. If I was to set the camera down, I'm not sure of the exact range on the Rode Mic 2 itself, but I know I can at least run 50 yards away. And, if I'm doing some type of thing where I got to be a distance away from the camera, I would still get this very same audio that you're hearing right now. So that's why I say that it has the best, versatility out of all the microphones that I outlined in this video. Here's how it sounds with the lavalier plugged up. All right, so here is the sound of the Rode mic Go 2 with the lavalier plugged up. I actually use Tascam lav mics because I really just like the way they sound over the Rode brand lav mics. So yeah, man, this looks a little bit more professional. I mean, if you're doing a social media thing and you want to wear the Rode whole transmitter on your shirt, I mean, have at it. But if you're trying to do like a more like professional look, or you just want to be a little bit more conspicuous with the transmitter, you don't want to just all showing or hanging on your shirt or pulling your shirt down, definitely I would rock a lav mic myself. But this is how it sounds, man. And same thing applies if you want to do a vlog like this, have at it. I can actually use this for a talking head as well. Although it doesn't sound as good as this, it still gets the job done. And if I want to run away from the camera however many yards away and still get this same audio that you're hearing, I'm able to do so with a wireless microphone and a lav. All right, man. So that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it at with this video. Like I said, the best 3 microphones to use for YouTube videos are going to be dynamic podcast microphones, a shotgun microphone, or a wireless microphone with a lavalier attached. The wireless microphone is probably going to give you the best versatility to do anything you need to do. It's not going to sound as good as this microphone. I believe that the podcast microphones sound the best. But if you want to, buy something that's going to carry you through almost everything you need to do, I will probably start with a wireless microphone. I'll tag all recommendations to the different type of microphones in the description below. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found some type of value in it. If you did, all I ask is that you smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe for more videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.